Everybody in Washington gets caught up with their careers, with their consultant fees, with their I'm done with that. I'm still paying the mortgage on my house.
Actually?
Yeah, actually paying the mortgage on my house.
At what age?
77.
Amazing.
Yeah, my wife's a nurse. We don't.
So you didn't get rich in Congress?
No, I did not get. I didn't. And I don't know how Biden and Obama was nothing in the Senate. How do you make $88 million in the Senate when you don't have a job? And Biden, who I grew up with and was a friend with, I mean, our kids went to school together. How does he have multiple houses at the beach? I don't need wealth. I don't need wealth to be successful, and that's not going to be my legacy. But there are people, and it makes me sick to my stomach, because I'd like to name them all right now, Tucker.
Well, go ahead.
Well, I have them down. My partners, Judge Sullivan, very distinguished, the former deputy director of the FBI, Buck Revell, Jim Woolsey, former head of the CIA, Chuck Brooks, who you got a note from, former top guy at Homeland Security, Admiral Jay Cohen, who was head of research. They all know what I know, and a lot more people. I had lunch with Jim Jones twice last year, former security advisor to Obama. I don't want to upend their careers. I don't want to cost them money. But America needs to know the truth.
But without naming specific names, I'm familiar with every person that you just mentioned, and I would say, from my impression, having lived in D.C. for 40 years, those are good guys, I think, honest people.
Yeah.
But without naming anybody, like people who, and those are all very highly informed people, like actually, for real, not bullshit.
No, they're all real people.
Oh, yeah, for real. Of those kind of people, how many that think, this is not right? The 9/11 report, all of them.
But they're not going to come out.
But everyone kind of knows.
They're not going to be the lead person to come out and take it on. And many people say, Kurt, you're crazy. You're.
Well, of course. Well, that's how they try to discredit you.
The
only reason that I've never done a 9/11 show, no, a single one, really, that I know, maybe one in 30 years, now 24 years. But the only reason that I wanted to talk to you specifically is because I was there, and so I know how much you know, and you're not a fake person at all. You're like right at the center of it. So I think you have complete credibility on this topic, and I think it's pretty hard to dismiss you as a wacko. If you're a wacko, then why were you going to take over the Armed Services Committee?
Why would Donald Rumsfeld endorse me for the Armed Services?
And if you're still paying your mortgage at 77, you clearly weren't ripping anybody off.
I have no secret bank account.
Clearly. So I do think you've got a lot of credibility, but it's just interesting. You're obviously very focused on this. The people, just to restate, the people that you talk to who are in similar positions of authority, who would have access to real intel on this, they all think that the 9/11 report was just silly cover up.
They think that there's a lot more to what happened than what's being told. The firefighters think the same.